You coming up, Comic Reject 94 says, "Hi everyone at AMC. Do you think that Sin City: A Dame to Kill For will be a hit at the box office?"
I think it's going to be kind of like how 300 Rise of the Empire is, where I think it's going to do well, but it's not going to do as well as the original, because I think that newness, that the different look and the feel of it that was so fresh when the first one came out is not going to remain for this one. So I think it's going to do well, but not as well as the first one. Jimmy?
I agree. I want to say it will do better, but just because I think the cast is really great and I'm excited to see it. But yeah, I think we're going to see a little bit of a downward spiral with this film.
John?
Yeah, I agree with Jimmy. Look, the first film made 155-something million, I think, worldwide. This one's not going to make 100 million worldwide. I'll be surprised if it breaks 50 million in total in North American box. This is too little too late. This is a movie that should have happened 7 years ago. It's been 9 years. The first trailer was unimpressed. At least I was unimpressed with the first trailer, and I really like the first Sin City. I think the first Sin City's great, but this is too little, too late. The first trailer didn't do it for me. I think you're going to see a definite downward trend. I don't think this is going to be a hit film.
Garrett Farney wants to know, will there ever be a Spaceballs remake?
No.
I mean, it's hard to remake something that's a spoof to begin with. Has there ever been a spoof remake? Like a remake of a spoof?
There should be.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. It's not going to happen. I mean, Spaceballs was perfect for its time, but nowadays, I mean, also, people are turned off by a lot of these horrible spoof movies. I mean, back in the day, they used to do them well, with Spaceballs, and, we had, like, Naked Gun and Hot Shots Part 2, like, stuff like that. And now, like, all those Meet the Spartans and all those other ones, they're just terrible.
Yeah, there was a time when Airplane 2 was considered a bad sequel, a bad movie. Now that's probably a classic compared to what we're seeing.
And we forget, like, one of my favorite ones of all time, and I'm forgetting the name of it, but it's with the one with Val Kilmer.
Oh yeah, Top Secret. I love that movie.
Top Secret. That's got to be my favorite spoof one. That was Hot Shots Part 2. Yeah, there's no good ones anymore. They're all garbage now.
All right, Tyler Myers wants to know, do you think Storm will die in Days of Future Past?
Well, I'm guessing you're saying that because in the trailer you see one of the Sentinels go up and about to shank her. Maybe, but it's a time traveling thing. So it's one of those things where, yeah, she could die, but then things in the past get changed, and then she, at the end she comes out and we learn that she's still alive.
Yeah, I agree. I hope not. I like Storm. Am I alone? I like Storm? Does anyone like Storm?
You know what? I'm not going to put money on this, but I think she dies. And I thought she was going to die before we saw this trailer. Remember, I think they're going to clean house in the X-Men franchise to pave the way for bringing the first-class generation of actors into modern times so they can move forward with a unified Fantastic Four X-Men shared universe. And I think to do that, they're going to sweep away some of the older characters, and I think that probably includes Storm. I think she's on the chopping block.
Ooh.
Ruined my day, man.
All right. I think we'll do one more. Marvin Bell wants to know, do we have any new information on Pitch Perfect 2? I love the first one so much and didn't hear much about the sequel. Thanks.
Jimmy, you know anything about Pitch Perfect 2?
My friend's in it. That's all I know. I know that Rebel's back and Anna's back.
Yes.
That's about all I know. What about you, John? What do you know?
And also, Elizabeth Banks is going to direct the second one.
Okay, we know that.
To me, that's the most interesting storyline here, is the fact that Elizabeth Banks is going to be directing this. And I think that's really fascinating. I know she's been doing a lot of work behind the camera on certain things. Look, Pitch Perfect was just one of those films that was a real pleasant surprise because I know to me, and I think to a lot of people, it just looks stupid. And it looked like this dumb throwaway little movie that's just going to be dumped somewhere. And it actually ended up being really charming and really enjoyable. It colored me I'm glad they're coming back to do it again. Is this a movie that needs a sequel? No, but I think this is one of those situations where we'd like to revisit these characters again. Elizabeth Banks directing it. Other than that, though, I haven't heard anything, per se that's new about it, but that's where we are.
Oh, I really liked it as well, and they are making it because it didn't cost much money, the first one, and made not a buttload of money, but a decent amount, like multiple times what the budget was. So it's a no-brainer to make a sequel.
It's so good, and I think the only thing that's been released other than the girls coming back is she mentioned that instead of being incoming freshmen, they would be graduating seniors in this one, and I think that's all that they've talked about so far.
Hey, could I mention one thing here? There have been some funny comments in the chat board, but Eric Tish wrote, I think, my favorite line of the day in the chat board. He wrote, "Whoever kills Storm," going back to the Storm topic, "whoever kills Storm should say this before they do it. Do you know what happens to a storm when it's attacked by Sentinels? Same thing that happens to everything else." Love it.
All right.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.